Strap in, crank up the engine, and slap on your dust goggles. We are diving headfirst into the wasteland of chaos and madness. A movie that is not made to entertain you, but to grab you by the scruff of your neck and throw you into the deep end of a dystopian future. Mad Max Fury Road, a film that defines and redefines the limits of action cinema. And believe me, it's a hell of a ride.
The Collector recommends.
You done this before? Many times.
Fury Road doesn't waste time with long, slow burn backstories or philosophical questions about the state of the world. It sets the story on fire right out of the gate at full speed. For many, it's an introduction to Max Rokitansky, or less than talkative hero. But for some of us, it was actually more like finding an old friend lost in the desert decades ago. And he has gone from Mad Max to batshit crazy Max. I mean, he is really gone. Getting dragged this time into an explosive road war against a tyrannical warlord known as Immortan Joe. So, imagine the Australian outback, but with less, oh, look at the cute koala, and more like everything wants to kill me in this place, and that's the world of Mad Max.
Are you serious?
Our main man, played by Tom Hardy this time around, who grunts more than he speaks, gets captured in the desert by a gang of irradiated war boys that are more hyped than a 3-year-old with a sugar rush. Max becomes a hood ornament in the car of our sickly war boy Nux, with the purpose of serving as a blood bag for him. But the real story kicks off when Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron, sporting a buzz cut that makes her look more badass than an entire football team, hijacks a war rig to smuggle out the dictator's harem of wives to a better life. By the way, Immortan Joe's face is uglier and more terrifying than my credit history, and he isn't happy at all that they took his girls. What ends in a long, explosive car chase that makes the Fast and the Furious look like a game of Mario Kart. It's a rainstorm of bullets and explosions where every car is rigged to blow and every character is crazier than trying to become a crossfitter at 60. Furiosa wants freedom, Joe wants his wife's back, which are pretty hot by the way, and Max just wants to get away from this motorized madhouse. You know, amid all this madness, there is a strange beauty to the chaos. The film's like a heavy metal album cover come to life, with enough artistic flair to make Picasso jealous. And I have a honorary mention for the Doof Warrior. He's a blind guitar player who's literally firing off fire rift of a flamethrower guitar. Why? Well, because it looks cool. And talking about cool people, Marco Ortega was the first to respond to the Baby Driver trivia, so what he gets is that he will be the next designated driver for our next bank heist. Awesome, Marco. The storytelling here isn't about spoon-feeding you plot details. It's more about strapping you to the driver's seat and letting the chaos become an hallucination. The narrative is violent and fast and serves one purpose and one purpose only: to drive the action forward at every second. This entry to the Mad Max series occurs somewhere after two previous movies: The Road Warrior from 1981, which was freaking awesome, and Beyond Thunderdome from 1985, which was not that great. Same as in those other two movies, Max started off as a grunting loner, pretty screwed up in the head. But by the end, he is a grunting loner, still screwed up, but with friends. And this time around, Max is with Furiosa, a woman with a mechanical arm and a heart with enough courage to feel the whole desert. Their development is crafted through actions and reactions, making their hero's journey believable and emotionally compelling. The director, George Miller, uses cinematic techniques that are more raw than my steaks, red and bloody. His direction is an extraordinary mix of practical effects, real stunts, and camera work that sticks to you smack in the middle of the mayhem. You can almost feel the sand in your teeth. He uses the special effects in the way that they are supposed to be used, only to enhance the action, and in situations where they fool us, and we don't see them. The supporting cast is a tribe of characters that bring the wasteland to life. From the grotesque in Morton Joe to Nox's tragic heroism, each one of them adds a layer to the film's tapestry. But as it is the rule in the Mad Max chapters, all the characters are there just to move Max forward. In conclusion, Mad Max Fury Road is an awesome film, a relentless, breathtaking cinematic experience. It is another great example that proves that you don't need a complicated script to make a great movie. You just need a clear vision, few cars, and a lot of heart. If this flick doesn't get your heart racing, better check your pulse. So, what do you think? Is Fury Road the best of the Mad Max series? Or do you know which is my favorite movie in this franchise? Drop your guesses in the comments. Smash that like button as if it was a freaking cockroach. And don't forget to subscribe. Be part of the tribe. Okay, that was today's recommendation. Keep collecting, stay selective. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you like what you saw, see you in the next one.
Ecolosionista selectivo.